my God. I always wanted a deep voice. I don't really have a deep voice. Early in the morning. I have like a girl's voice. I don't know. I don't think my balls are big enough. Alright, I didn't even call this. A lot of people don't know this, but I killed Barry White. Oh, yeah. With one of those. No. It's true. I'm responsible for Barry White's death. Yeah. Listen, this is back in early 2000s. You gotta understand something. I'm younger, bachelor pad, single guy. I mean, going out every night. Bars, clubs. Hey, Jess, you coming out? I'll be there. You know, not a fucking care in the world. This is back when life was worth living. All right, let's go here. So, listen, if you, all blue collar people can vouch for this one. If you're a working class person, all right, you got all the major holidays, right? 4th of July, Easter, Thanksgiving, this type of thing. The day before, you go out to a club or a bar and you get inebriated. That's just how it goes, right? You got off the next day. What else are you gonna do? Anyhow, this is the day before the 4th of July, and buddies called me up. Hey, we're going over to, I don't know where we're going. Carriage House, I think it was. Yeah, Carriage House. This is like the filthiest place on Long Island, right? This is where first everybody goes out to dinner at the Carriage House. Then so you got all the older broads, you got all the cougars there at the bar. You know, eyeballing you up. I remember you go into this place, you have to wear a cup because it's like you'd walk in at 10 o'clock. It was all the older broads with it. They'd get there at like 8 o'clock, eat dinner, and then they'd start drinking their wine. Oh yeah, we're talking like 40, 50-year-old broads, and then they hang around till around 10. That's when the club would open. That's when all the young people would come in. You walk through this place and you just have these old broads coming up to you, grabbing you by the dick. You want to talk about Me Too movement? These filthy Long Island housewives. I swear to Christ, it's amazing what goes on. Anyhow, I come in there dressed to the nines. You know, I got 2 friends with me on each. No, listen. I wasn't with any girls, anyhow. I come in, pack of smokes. Hey, ladies. No, anyway. Yeah. So then the old broads, they get all licked up and wind up floating out the door. Because they can't hang the rest of the night, right? They got to get back to their husband and their screaming kids. God almighty. Then the rest of the trash from Long Island would roll in like low tide. So, anyhow, everybody would start drinking. And look, I got news for you. I figured it out. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you like I'm some kind of Casanova. But if you went into a place like this and you couldn't pick up a chick, because you know what it is? Here's the biggest mistake that guys make. Picking up chicks when they go out to a bar or club. I take it from me. You got to take a chick. There's a bell curve that goes like this, and there's a peak moment to pull a chick from a club. Yeah. There's a peak moment, and then that moment turns into a downward slope. That's when all the guys, it gets too late at night, and all the guys are looking around, and the horns come out, and it's like, I gotta take somebody home. Everybody gets desperate and scares all the girls out of the club. And then you're basically sitting there twiddling your thumbs with a bunch of fucking drunks. So what you gotta do is you gotta pull a girl out of the club at the very peak moment of excitement. Okay, when things can't get any better. People are laughing. This guy's playing the fucking saxophone for his life. That's when you grab a chick and you say, hey, come on, let's get out of here. Trust me on this one. All right. Anyhow. I grab this filthy broad. We go back to my apartment. Here's another thing. When you got a bachelor pad, you bring a girl back to your apartment, all right, and she makes a beeline for the bathroom. It's like, oh, like a Larry and like a Jack Tripper and Larry moment. You know, because she's going in there to wash a snapper. Anyhow, so you know what's on, right? So now I head over to the old Sam Goody CD rack. I'm going to put on some music, right? So let me preface this by saying it's got to be 1990. We're going back to 1998 now. 1997, 1990. It's like 5 years earlier. And I'm bumming around Tower Records. Oh yeah, that was my jam. Tower Records, The Wiz. I still love going to record stores. I'm sitting online at the record store, and I'm next to the bargain bin, and there would be a line at Tower Records. Yeah, you'd be at Tower Records 11 o'clock at night, like you're really hip. And I'm sitting online with my fucking, what was the CD that probably a Motorhead CD, or it's either that or it was oh fuck, what's the name of that band? I remember this vividly. Fuck me sideways. Well, I was listening to, you're gonna laugh when you hear this one. Who's the over-the-top metal band? Come on, guys. Help me out here. Hold Your Hammers High. Come on. You know who I'm talking about. I love these guys. Anyhow, I'm looking in the bargain bin, and I see Barry White's greatest hits. So I'm like, everybody should have Barry White's greatest hits, right? It was $5. $5 fucking dollars. So, and you got to understand something. CDs at the time were like $20, $16.99 and up. And if you're buying a decent CD or one that's kind of rare, it's going to be 20 smackers. So I was like, $5, Barry White's greatest hits. Everybody should have that one, right? So I pick it up. I put it on my CD rack, and I don't open it. It stays in the wrapper. So here I am. This girl makes a beeline to the bathroom. I go to the old CD rack, and I see Barry White. I'm like, fucking hey, man. I take it out. It's still in the wrapper. I open it up, take the cellophane off. She comes out of the bathroom. Now I panic. I put the CD down. I'm like, I'm unwrapping the CD here. I can't be doing this. Bing, bang, boom. Next thing you know, we're doing our thing. And go to sleep. All right. Following morning, I wait. Listen, I don't care if it's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up early. I put on the fucking... the coffee pot, you know? So anyhow, I wake up, I see the Barry White CD. It's like, I don't know, 7:30. I see the Barry White CD. So I pop it in the old CD player. I listen to a little music while I'm making coffee. Turn on the old Barry White CD. She's in the bed sleeping. And what comes on? It's still my favorite Barry White song of all time. But let me tell you something. Barry White's he cracks me up. And this song was like, if Barry White was William Shatner. You ever hear this song? You turn my whole life around. Yeah, baby. It's true love that I've found. Yes. At the end, he's like, do-do-do, do-do-do. Go to the end of that song. You turned my whole life around. And listen, just the end where it fades out. He's like, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. That shit cracks me up. Anyhow, I have coffee. I'm thinking of my escape plan with this broad. Like, how am I going to get her the fuck out of my apartment? Anyway, bow. In all the excitement, she wakes up. We wind up doing the morning thing. You get it. You know, bing, bang, boom. And so that's it. She hops in the car, and I go to take her home and turn on the radio. And they're like, Barry White dies at the age of 58. And I swear to God, it's got to be like, I don't know, what is it, like 10:30 in the morning? Something like that. The hairs on the back of my neck went straight up in the air. I was like, oh my God, I killed Barry White. I don't know. What are we talking about here? Went out to the garage sales. Oh my God. I'm like, you know something? Maybe I'm going too late. Maybe let me wake up super early. I'm going to early bird it. I'm going to piss some people off, right? Okay. Very first garage sale that we go to. There's a woman there. I ask her if she has any video. First of all, I see a little can of Smurfs there.
Smurfs, those are 70s.
I remember these.
They were mine when I was a kid.
My sister used to have these.
I was like, I remember these little Smurfs. I remember my cousin. My cousin Judy had them all set up on her dresser, and you couldn't touch them. She'd go bananas. Everything in her room was like like the Madonna poster. She had the level on it. I mean, you know, the Michael Jackson jackets. She had all the Michael Jackson jackets. The one with the zippers. That's the one I had. She had the red Thriller jacket. Oh, yeah. And she had the Smurfs lined up. Is that the Smurfs car? I don't know. So I thought we'd look at these here. Look at this. Here we go. It's retard Smurf with the helmet on. I don't know this guy's got a helmet on. What is that? Wrestler Smurf? It's Ted Smurfiasi. I don't know. Look at these. Here he is. He's like, let's go skating, Smurf. Do these guys have names? I don't know. Did they just like, here he is, football Smurf. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Bambi. What is that? Bambi? I don't know. There we go. Smurfette. Yep. This guy, here we go. Clown Smurf. What are we dealing with here? There we go. Baseball Smurf. Anyway, here we go. Baker Cake Smurf. What was his name? Baker Smurf? I don't remember any of the Smurfs. I'm Grouchy. Papa Smurf, Smurfette, Vanity Smurf. Let's face it, they ripped off the Seven Dwarfs. Smurfette with roller skates. There we go. And a little robot. You want to see it go? All right. I know, that made your morning, right? So there you go, some Smurfs there. I mean, hey, what are you going to do? was like, how much you want for the Smurfs? She's like, 50 cents. I was like, Smurfy. No. So anyway, I asked her if she had some video games. She pulled out a box. The first box I saw, it had these big box PC games in them. Here we go. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. You look at this, it looks like Tomb Raider, right? Interesting thing about this, LucasArts, I was like, I don't know, 50 cents. Here we go. Jane's Fleet Command Real-Time Naval Strategy. Okay, Electronic Arts presents. Here's one, unopened. Flight Mania with F-15 Definitive Jet Combat Simulator. Can we take our hats off to the F-15? Right? The F-15 was like the Cadillac of fighter planes. Oh, am I wrong here?
Oh, look how low he is.
He's going to pull straight. He's going to go straight up.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
With those two huge engines, what was it? The bomb capacity was incredible, and that you basically flip on the afterburners and you can watch the gas gauge go. Wasn't that the problem with the F-15? It was just too fuel inefficient for those big, huge engines it had in there. It was just a big, beautiful airplane. The F-15 Strike Eagle. Can we hear it, people? Can we hear it? Applauso. Applauso. Anyhow. Nuclear Strike. Israel Air Force. Comanche Gold. MiG-29. And USNF 97. Jesus Christ. You don't have to come out of the house. Look at that. Yeah, really, you don't have to come out of the house. And here we go. Interplay, Virtual Pool 3. Guaranteed to improve your actual pool play or your money back. Right, that's great. So if I don't get better at pool, I'm going back to this woman's house. I want my fucking 50 cents. Here we go. Here you go. Virtual pool. Listen, I went on a kick with Phil. We used to rent all the Nintendo, some of the Super Nintendo pool games. Yeah. Pool games are fun. We went on a kick with golf games. We went on a kick with hockey games. We went on a kick with golf games. That was fun. I really liked that. And here we go. And then she brought out another box, and inside was a copy of Star Trek: The Next Generation for the Game Boy. And guys, listen. Here we go. Look at it. Who do we got here? We got Data. Who's the commander? Guy takes himself way too seriously. What was his name? Not Picard. Even though he takes himself... Everybody took themselves very seriously on this show, right? You got Geordi there. Oh, yeah. What a crew. Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, I got all excited when I saw the Game Boy. I say, any more Game Boy games? No, I'm not sure. You know they're there. There's not just going to be one boxed Game Boy game laying around, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. But to be honest with you, okay. It's later on in the day. I go to this house. The guy's got PS2 games there. Nothing really too hot. And when I go to, this is like, we're talking about 10 o'clock, 10:30 now, maybe even 11 o'clock when I saw this. I see a stack of PS2 games and I say to myself, as I'm walking up the driveway, I say to myself, this guy's asking way too much for it. Because if he wasn't, it'd be gone already. Because I know I'm not the first guy there asking for video games. I know that for a fact. So you had a stack of PlayStation 2 games there. I'm thumbing through them. I'm like, how much you want for them? He's like, I was asking $5 a piece. But I can do 3 for $10.
$2 for the used water.
Oh, we just sold a PlayStation.
How much are you asking for the games?
So originally we had a price at 5, and then a guy earlier, he was, how about 3, and then did 3 for 10. So it was like buy one get one, buy 2 get 1 free.
I'm like 3 for 10. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that. But then I'm looking through the pile and I see basically all the Grand Theft Auto games in one shot. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna walk away from this for $10 to find them all in one place? Here we go. It's Vice City, San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto 3. I mean, they're all 3 of them are there. If one of these were missing, I would have walked away. But for Christ's sake, come on. I mean, listen. Oh, so by the way, this was, here we go, 2, she wanted $1 for the Game Boy game, 2, so $3, and then she had a Discman there that was like in a case with the headphones and the power adapter, the whole thing, the whole Discman setup looked like it never been used once, right? Like somebody really babied it. It still had the plastic on the lid of the Discman. I said, how much you want for it? She's like $3. So I'm like, oh great. I give her $6 for the whole lot, and then I leave the Discman there. And I realized that by the time I got home, I was like, oh, the Discman. I'm like, I ain't going back for that fucking thing, right? I'm not going back for it. What am I going to do with this? This is the kind of shit that lays all over my fucking shed until one day I'm like, oh, I'll just throw it out. I remember I bought a Walkman, a Sony Walkman. I don't have it anymore. I threw it out. I'm looking at it. I'm like, what am I going to do with this fucking thing? I got shit piling up all over the place. Anyhow. But I got to be honest with you. The most exciting find of the day is right here. I couldn't believe what I saw. I'm walking up the driveway. I found these speakers in the trash. When I was doing that whole other cockamamie show about finding things in the trash, I found a pair of these speakers laying in the trash. And I brought them home, and they're the best sounding bookshelf speakers I ever had. And I've had a few pairs in my life. All right? I'm not an audiophile by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm proud of that. But I love these little Polk audio speakers. I hate speaker grills. So let's take them off. That's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like dust protectors. Sorry. Where's the dust going in? All right? The speaker's completely sealed. The tweeter's completely sealed. Where's the dust going in? You say, well, it's going in through the port. Yeah, there's a port on the back too. And there's no dust protector back there. So stop it. All right. Here we go. This is a little heavy here. Here we go. A guy had a pair of these. He said $10. I didn't even try to talk him down. I was like so thrilled. I was so happy to get another pair of these. Wow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a pair in the front, and I'm going to put a pair behind me. Wow. Wow. So exciting. Oh, they're in beautiful condition. Come on. I love these. Look at they have like a little Venturi on the back. Can you see that little cone-shaped thing on the back here? For letting so you don't get any air noise coming out. I mean, these were well-designed speakers. Nice speaker connections back here. Little dusty. I cleaned them up, and wowee, I am so thrilled about these speakers. Oh. Look, it's shaking the ground. No. Yeah, these are awesome. Oh, yeah, baby. I love it. I love those babies. That's about it. What are you going to do? You just turned in. You just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. And you better believe that. With the 4K face! We'll see you next time.